For one, the witch hut is gone. I discovered that witches do in fact spawn there, and that it isn't the hut itself that spawns them. It's the area in which the hut spawns that spawns them. And so, destroying the hut wouldn't do anything. They would still spawn anyway. So, what I did was I recreated this world to generate structures off, and I gave myself everything that I had. And, yeah. And so, I had some majorly irritating bad experiences with lag when I attempted to make the next video. In other words, I was jumping onto my crafting table and got stuck in mid-air. Computer froze, couldn't do anything. So basically I had to shut down my computer and restart the video. Anyway, so all I did in starting that video was I created myself a little garden and I cut down a tree. So you're not too behind. So what I'm going to do now, and here's our friend the inventory glitch. I will be right back. Let me just fix that. It's fixed. I am going to, might as well make it all into place. I'm going to make myself an axe, and then I can cut down more trees. Basically, I'm going to make this house out of dark oak wood and birch wood, mainly birch wood with dark oak accents. So, there we are. We have ourselves an axe. So, I'm going to go cut down some wood and start building a house. So, basically, the idea of my house is going to be like a two-part house. So, there's going to be like two separate buildings with a bridge connecting them. And then, what I was going to do is, like, on one side, I would have the normal stuff, like a dining room and a kitchen and a living area and a bathroom and all that stuff, and then, pretty much all your normal house, or normal Minecraft house, I should say, stuff. And then, in the other half, I'm going to have, kind of more like my personal stuff, so like, I'll have a library and a study in my bedroom, and so, on the part, oh my god, the bunny, so cute. So basically on the side, with the, the dining room and all that, I would go and I would have a rooftop terrace on that one, and then on the other side, I was going to have a dome ceiling, and the top floor would be my bedroom, and there'd be, the dome, which would make it look really super cool. So that's my plan. So yeah, it's going to be mainly out of birch and like birch planks and birch logs, and then I'm going to have dark oak accents and lots of windows. I'm going to head over to the mushroom biome. Let me just make sure that yes, it's on peaceful. Okay. I'm going to head over here. Well, it isn't a mushroom biome. It's a roof forest. I'm going to get myself some dark oak wood, and then I'm going to, oh my gosh, they're the cream bunnies. Cutest form of bunny right here. A baby cream one. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I love the bunnies in Minecraft. They're so adorable. Hello, pretty bunny. Oh, it's looking at me. Oh my god, look at how cute that is. My goodness, that is so adorable. Okay. Right, house building. As you can tell, I like cute animals, and the bunnies, see, I used to use mods a bunch, but then I got bored of using Minecraft 1.7.2, and so I switched to 1.8, and so I still haven't gotten over the cuteness of the bunnies, and yeah, all the new stuff that comes with 1.8. I love 1.8. It's great. Despite the fact that it lags my computer a bit more, but it's okay. I like it a lot. One thing that I don't like about these roof forests is that it's very difficult to get saplings. because all the saplings, they, yeah, like all the leaves are interconnected, so they think, like when you cut down a tree, they think that the leaves think that they belong to a different tree. So, yeah, that's the one annoying thing that I have with dark oak trees and root forests. But I like the biome in general. I think they're really pretty. And, yeah, I love, like, the canopy, and the grass color is very, rich and dark and luscious looking. So, it takes a very long time to cut down a dark oak tree, because they are so very big. But I'll get it done eventually. It's kind of funny. I think I'm going to be getting more wood from one dark oak tree than I got from like 3 or 4 birch trees. Wood down here? I don't think so. If there was, well, I think I can spare one piece. Yeah, I have 35 dark oak logs and 17 birch logs. That's kind of sad. Okay. I'm excited for this world. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like it's going to be a good world that I'm going to love, which is a very good thing because worlds that I don't love tend to not go so well. Because then I get bored of them and delete them. And yeah, then I never get anywhere because all the worlds that I create get deleted eventually. But this world, I believe, this world is special. There are very few worlds that I actually decide that, like, I really fall in love with, but I think this is one of them, to be honest with you. Ah, yes. Saplings. It's so funny when you plant a dark oak sapling, like, right on the edge of, like water or something, and so then they grow. Like, the block that you planted the sapling on, that part of the tree grows, but then the rest of it grows, like, over the water. It's really funny. Well, good news, it doesn't appear to be lagging too much. I mean, I probably shouldn't jinx it, knock on wood here. Alright, well, I have plenty of dark oak wood. I got over 3 stacks in one tree, and then I got just over a stack from birch, which is kind of unfortunate because the majority of my house is going to be made up of birch. So, what I'm going to do, this has been a mistake in past worlds, where I think that, this floor of one floor has to be the ceiling of the floor above it, or below it. But I'm just going to make it so that it's not like that. And also, I can make the walls different, so I might do that in some rooms, but for the most part, it'll be mainly birch. But I think I'm going to do mostly dark oak floors. I'm not sure about ceilings. I might do just birch ceilings. Anyway, I want this to be pretty big. What time is it? Oh, I have plenty of time. I want it to be pretty big. I'm thinking, I should probably start further over here. Start my flooring. I'm thinking maybe like, 15 to 20 blocks. Let's say 17, because that's right in between. Okay, so I'm going to go 17 blocks this way. There are a lot of bunnies around here, which is a good thing. I cannot bring myself to kill the bunnies, though. Because, seriously, they're so cute. As much as I like, having rabbit stew, well, I've never actually made rabbit stew, but as much as I would like to make rabbit stew, I cannot bring myself to kill a bunny. Okay, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or is that 7? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So 10 more blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. And 10. Okay. So that's 17. It's going to be square. Okay, yeah, I think 17 might actually be too big. I'm going to shorten it to 15. I mean, it's not exactly that much smaller, but it makes a difference. Oh, and I should probably... I probably should have done my wall. Well, I'll just make the inside 15 by 15. See, I like that contrast a lot. You know, how the light against dark thing is very nice. Okay, so the wall will be there. I want to finish the floor over here. Hello. Okay, so that's 1, 2. That's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So, pretty big. I should probably rush off to bed now. Well, I guess I don't need to right away, but I like rushing off to bed quickly. I want to sleep now. It's really funny, there's this other texture pack that I use. I use mainly default and then this other texture pack, Jacobus Fantasy. And Jacobus Fantasy, it says you are not tired yet. Which is, I mean, I guess it is nicer than you can only sleep at night. But it's still really funny because I think I know when I'm tired. Just a thought. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, tree. 1, 2. Remember your not your alphabet. Remember your numbers, kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, tree. Keep it in mind. Alright. Then we put our there. And this should meet up, and if it doesn't, then I'm going to be very sad, and it looks like it doesn't. So I am very sad. I'll go here. Does anybody find it weird that in creative mode you can't break anything with a sword? Like, you gotta be careful what you hold. Like, you have to be careful in creative because, you know, you can destroy things really easily. But if you just go around holding a sword, then you won't destroy anything at all because you can never destroy anything with a sword. I remember when I first found Bedrock well, not first found, but like, when I first discovered strip mining, I was playing Minecraft Pocket Edition, which actually, it taught me a lot. I would suggest it for new Minecrafters, but really, Minecraft PC, best 30 bucks I ever spent. Anyway, so basically when I first discovered strip mining, I had, there's all this stuff in the crafting table because, crafting isn't like it is in the PC. You have like all the tabs and like with lists of things that you can craft, and then, it's like highlighted if you can craft it, and it's all dim if you can't. But, it was kind of funny because, there's all this stuff that I really wanted, like, I wanted a clock, and I wanted to make a nether reactor, which is, the one thing in Pocket Edition that isn't in PC. I wanted to make a nether reactor, and then all this stuff, but no, it requires gold, it requires iron, it requires redstone. And so basically this one world, what I would do with my friend Ripatrus, we would go around and we'd make random seeds, we would do random seeds, and then we would create the worlds, and then we'd do ground tests, aka go around with TNT and blow up the ground a bit to see if there was any ore under there, like directly below the surface. So there's this one world that there was iron right there, and we were so excited that there was iron. Like, it was crazy how excited we were. So then we created that world, and we counted how many blocks away the iron was from a tree, and counted how many blocks deep it was. And so then we went through and we harvested the iron, and I hope I don't die because I just broke my bed. But so then we got the iron. We were so excited. It was like, I don't know, like 7 pieces. So basically what I did was I made a pair of shears, I made a bucket, and I made an iron pickaxe. Because I thought to myself, I'm like, what if I count how many blocks down to bedrock it is from sea level in a creative world, and then I go down to sea level in this world, and I dig down that far. I make as many ladders as there are blocks, and then I dig down. I'm placing ladders as I go, because the only thing that was holding me back from strip mining was the fact that it was difficult to get back up to the surface. That was the only thing that held me back. But, so then I decided, I'm like, if I make as many ladders as there are blocks down to bedrock, then I'll be okay. And so I dug down to, I believe it was 64 blocks was how big the world was from sea level. And I made 64 ladders, and I went down to bedrock, and I sat there, trying to break the bedrock for ages and ages and ages, just sitting there holding my pickaxe trying to break it. I'm like, this thing is taking forever. And then, I looked it up later on, like several months later, and I learned that bedrock is, in fact, unbreakable. And I just told that whole story because I thought of how weird it is that you can't break blocks with a sword in creative mode. Anyway, that was probably my biggest Minecraft discovery, was the fact that I can actually strip mine. Of course, I was playing the very old version of Pocket Edition, to where, like, there were no, like, they just had, a big update where they added granite and andesite. They actually got granite and andesite and diorite before PC did, which surprises me. And then they also got dogs, which I was very happy about. You can't dye their collars, but there are dogs. And then, but I was playing before that update, so the worlds were tiny, like really small. Like, you could basically stand at one end of the world and see all the way to the end of it, the other end of it. Okay, they weren't quite that small, but it was basically like that. And there were only 3 biomes. There was like a forest biome, a winter biome, and a desert, but the deserts were literally patches of sand with a single cactus on it. That was basically it. Anyway, pretty successful video here. Look at how much I've done on my house. It looks like a house. Yeah. Like a house. A house. It looks like a house. Anyway. Oops. Wrong buttons. There we go. Thank you so very much for watching this video. I hope that you have enjoyed it and that you will watch the next video in my fantastic forest. Bye!